Fossils and Sea Monsters by Craig Stevens. Find out how scientists use clues to learn what kinds of prehistoric sea monsters lived and what they might have looked like. Paleontology is the study of ancient life using fossils. An elasmosaurus lived 85 to 65 million years ago. Elasmosaurus lived in water, but breathed air. It is believed they would have grown to over 40 feet or 12 meters long. Predators of the deep. When dinosaurs were roaming the lands, large, fierce predators were swimming the oceans. Fossils give us a glimpse of these giant ocean predators. And the picture on the right shows a fossilized skeleton of an elasmosaurus. Like the dinosaurs, most of these large and fierce ocean predators are now extinct. But we can still learn a lot about them through fossils. And it says fossils can tell us if the animal lived on land or in water, what it ate, how it moved, when it died, and many other things. Scientists can compare fossils to living animals today. Clues from fossils show which animals today are living relatives to these giant ocean predators. Megalodon. Thought to be a relative of today's great white shark, Megalodon was a beast. By studying Megalodon teeth, scientists have worked out that Megalodon grew to over 50 feet or 15.25 meters long. The caption says, a jawbone from a Megalodon shows how huge these sea monsters were. Megalodon lived 20 to 3.6 million years ago. Megalodon holds the record as the largest kind of shark to ever live in our oceans. This shows how a 6-foot or 1.8 meter modern diver might compare to the ancient Megalodon. The Megalodon is thought to have eaten large animals, such as whales. It used its teeth and jaws to crush its prey. And what the person is holding is a fossil of a Megalodon tooth. Whew, that is large. A leopluradon. Leopluradon was a large reptile. It had lungs and had to surface to breathe air. Known as underwater lizards, some scientists think it grew to nearly 26 feet or 8 meters long. A leopluradon lived 160 to 155 million years ago. Leopluradon likely ate whales and seals. And on the right, it shows a fossil of a leopluradon head. Leopluradon is part of a group of animals called plesiosaurs. They had elongated heads and long flippers. The diver on the right is to show you how a 6-foot modern diver might compare in size. Look at the size of that leopluradon compared to the size of that 6-foot tall man. A Livyatan. Livyatan is an extinct sperm whale. It was a whopping 50 feet or 15 meters in length and had teeth that were 12 inches or 30.5 centimeters long. Below is a fossil of a Leviathan head. And the diver there shows you how a 6-foot diver compares in size to this huge animal. Leviathan lived 13 to 12 million years ago. It most likely ate smaller whales and sharks. Leviathan is thought to have been an apex predator. It competed with Megalodon for food. It would have been an amazing battle between these two large monsters. A Dunkleosteus. Dunkleosteus is probably the scariest sea monster. Its skull was covered in thick, bony plates. Some of the plates were shaped like fangs and used as teeth. A Dunkleosteus lived 370 to 360 million years ago. Dunkleosteus was almost 20 feet or 6 meters long. It was so powerful, only another Dunkleosteus would have been able to kill it. Do you know your fossil facts? What have scientists studied to figure out the size of a megalodon? Is it fossil teeth, fossil plants, or great white sharks? The answer is A, fossil teeth. What kind of animal was a leopluradon? Was it a fish, a whale, or a reptile? It was C, a reptile. Which animal would have been powerful enough to kill a Dunkleosteus? A megalodon, a Dunkleosteus, or a Leviathan? The answer is B. Only another Dunkleosteus could kill a Dunkleosteus. Glossary. Here are some terms the author thinks we may need to know. An apex predator is an animal that hunts other animals for food and is at the top of the food chain, the apex. Elongated, long and thin or stretched out. Extinct, having no living members. Fossils, the remains of animals and plants from millions of years ago. Predators, animals that hunt other animals for food. Prey, animals hunted and eaten by other animals. Relatives are members of a family, and a reptile is a cold-blooded animal that has a backbone and lays eggs.